I'm definitely going to be checking it out, though. I really want to see Horizon Zero Dawn with beautiful graphics at 60 frames per second. I've been wanting to see that since the game came out. So, yeah. We'll see how it goes. And it may be to the point where I'm just like, oh, hell yeah, I want to play this whole thing again. I mean, we're going to have time in August. The only other big things in August are going to be like, I do want to revisit Warframe. We've got Wasteland 3 at the end of August. We're going to be doing our next big 100% run is Wasteland 3. We are going to go absolutely ham into Wasteland 3 at the end of the month. Very, very excited for that. I loved our Wasteland 200% playthrough. And man, I'm just going to eat that game up. So that's kind of like our next just really big run that we're doing on the channel. And everything between now and then is going to be kind of like for fun stuff. Play it as long as I like it, as long as I'm having fun. That kind of thing. Oh yeah, the Outer Worlds DLC. We'll definitely continue our 100% Outer World run. Probably on our main character too. Into the DLC. I think we can. I hope we can. I'm going to have to look into that. I wonder how the Outer World DLC is going to work with games that have completed the main story. Huh. We'll definitely have to look into that. I hope you... Does Outer World continue after the main story? I don't even remember. Did we keep doing stuff after the main story? Oh, we could, couldn't we? Wait. I don't remember. Chat, help me out. I remember we played some stuff after the main story, but I can't remember if we loaded a save game or not. It doesn't continue after the main story. Okay, so we must have loaded a save game in that case. That's cool. In that case, that means we should have the save game and we can just load that up and do the DLC. Mm-hmm. That'll be fun. Did any of the Xbox games from yesterday excite you? Yes, big time. I was super excited by Stalker 2. Although Julia said this morning, apparently Stalker 2... I'm really, really excited for Stalker 2. And I really can't wait for it. But I've heard some concerning things about it. Like, apparently it's may not be nearly as done as we thought it was. So I'm going to save being really excited for Stalker 2 until I see, like, some gameplay and stuff like that. So... yeah, I want to be really excited for Stalker 2, but we may need to get a little bit more info. I'm a Stalker fanboy, so yeah. That being said, I am insanely excited for Avowed. Avowed looks awesome. I love the Pillars of Eternity world. I love Obsidian. I had a great time in Outer Worlds. I am very... Avowed for me was probably one of the highlights of the entire conference. Knowing that they're making another, like, serious 3D deep RPG in the Pillars of Eternity universe. Like, I'm sold, man. That's so good. Oh, I'm using Mark 1s. Whoops. So, yeah. Looking forward to that big time. That was definitely a highlight. Yeah, well, Fable was not really anything yet. It's cool to know that they're making a new Fable, but there's a lot of questions that come with the new Fable. So I'm gonna wait until I hear those before I really get excited for it. Is it a reboot? Is it a, like, what kind of reboot? Is it Fable 4? Like, the fact that it's just called Fable leads me to think it's a reboot, and in that case, it's gonna be like, is it going to be like a remake, or is it going to be like a Final Fantasy VII style change, or just lots and lots of questions about Fable. Lots of questions about Fable. So don't get me wrong, I'm excited there's going to be more Fable, but I just don't know. A lot of questions. A lot of questions. We'll see. I am very much looking forward for more information about Fable, as somebody who really likes games in the past. Yeah, Fable BR, I know, right? I mean, it does, like, for instance, is it going to be like a AAA quality game, or is it going to be something for their Xbox Live thing? Just lots and lots of questions. We don't know anything about Avowed either. That's true, but just from what we saw in Avowed, we can have a really good idea about what's going on. We know that Obsidian just came off the heels of Outer Worlds. So we know that they're making first-person RPG-style games. They have a good framework for it. We also know that it takes place in a world that many of us know and love, which is the Aura, which is the world of Pillars of Eternity. So, you know, I mean, there's a lot more information about Avowed than there is Fable. We can already have a pretty good idea about what kind of game Avowed's going to be. Unlike Fable. Yeah. A guy pulled out a sword and casted a spell. Yeah, but I mean, dude, just from that little thing, there's a lot of information in that. We know it's going to be first person. We know it's going to be fantasy. We know it's going to be in the Pillars of Eternity world. Like there's a pretty good amount of stuff there. We know it's by Obsidian, so it's probably going to be inventory heavy, skill heavy, you know, stuff like that. Again, a lot of these are assumptions, but I think they're relatively good assumptions. Yeah. But again, I mean, I'm excited to hear more about that too. You know, of course, the more information we get about Avowed, the better. I'm going to be eating all that up as it comes out, as you guys know. Yeah, it looked a little Skyrim-y. It did. But yeah, everything I've just said is definitely guessing. It's guessing. Yeah, I like that. Educated assumptions. That's right. Educated guesses. But well, it's me, so partially educated guesses. But needless to say, I've been, as somebody just said in chat, good call. I've been very hungry for Obsidian's next kind of RPG project. So yeah, I'm hoping this will be really good. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Also, I kind of hope, like, I'm one of the people that really loved Outer Worlds. I liked it a lot. I really enjoyed it. But there's no question that Outer Worlds could have been better in a lot of ways, especially when it comes to depth, especially when it comes to choice. So, and there was a lot of very public feedback on that. So I'm kind of hoping that Obsidian heard that and will be making Avowed like kind of the next step. I feel like Outer World for Obsidian was them going, we can do this technically. We can make a good game on our own. We don't need to rely on Bethesda or anything like that. So now that that's been established, I want to see them take that to the next level. I want to see a lot more variety in weaponry and gameplay, really deep and interesting quests, larger worlds that are you know, like I'm hoping that that's what we're going to see from this. I'm hoping for it. Deus Ex Nihilus says Obsidian didn't have enough budget for it for Outer Worlds. Well, that's the thing. Now they're owned by Microsoft. Now they're bankrolled. So that's exactly my hope. I'm hoping that now that they have this huge amount of resources, now that they've got the money, you know, they've got the talent, clearly. We just need to kind of see what it has to offer. Yeah. I'm optimistic, man. I really like Obsidian. I am optimistic. Obsidian is especially now that they're bankrolled, I am very optimistic. Yeah. Okay, is this what we need for this? Yes, it is. Good. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to see, man. We'll be following that closely as time goes on. No question. We'll be following all that very closely. Actually, let's do this because I like this a little bit better. Always put these down first, and that way you can line it up perfectly. Great. You connect? You will. Great. I wouldn't say that they're being bankrolled by Microsoft. Oh, I'm not saying I wouldn't say they're being bankrolled. Microsoft will test the waters first. Well, I mean, they're a lot better funded than they were. Yeah, I think it's safe to say that Obsidian has more resources post-Microsoft purchase than pre-Microsoft purchase. Although you are right, we don't know for sure. I think we can safely assume that. Yeah. it is very much in Microsoft's interest for Obsidian to succeed. So, I mean, they're a proven team. So we'll see how it goes. All right, if this is 45, we can do 45. Oh, that's not good. We could underclock one of them, I guess, but. That's probably what the people on Mixer thought too. Ooh. I see somebody brought their talons this morning. Ouch. Okay. Let's put this. Let's see. Put like one over. Oh, this should have been more centered. That's okay that we can center it here. Can this be centered? Yeah, that's mostly centered, right? No? No, not really. Huh. Close enough. All right, so we're going to do the same thing real quick. We're going to break this down. Make sure this is nice and lined up. Just like that. Perfect. Put a Mark II into there. Mark II into there. Although I don't know if we need a Mark II into there anymore, but that's okay. You go into there. I wonder if I should start building Mark II storages yet. Probably don't need to quite yet. We're going to have two of these going for now. I could combine them, but I think I'm going to break one of these down for future assembly production later. Great. All right, man. Looking good, looking good. Are you considering routing all finished goods to a single location so you don't have to run all over the place looking for them? Silent Bob, in my next creation, I would definitely do that. A viewer named Cut and Run suggested a really interesting idea that I really liked. I think in a final iteration of this game, what we would do is have a row of the highest quality storages we can make. And then on the very end of all these storages, we would have a single conveyor belt because that would spit out whatever's in that storage. So I think as a final output wall, we would have a row of the best storage with one conveyor belt on the bottom exit, and then all finished products would funnel into that. Now, am I going to do that this run? Probably not, because I think to do that, we would definitely need some more verticality. We would need a lot more things to do that effectively. So I'll probably do that in a future iteration of this game. But that would be my end goal. Yes. So basically the premise would be the far side of the factory would be a giant thing like this right here with a whole bunch of stacked conveyor belts, each conveyor belt being the highest possible tech level we can get it to move the most things. We would have all the resources stacked in one huge wall. We would then filter those into various floors that focus on different productions. The production change would then flow throughout the factory, and the far side would be a wall on a single level of all the outputs filtered into one big thing there. Yeah. So in my mind, that's what I would see. Probably four to six floors, huge production lines, one gigantic, maybe even a separate building that just manages all the inputs from all the mines around the world. But again, that's the kind of run that I want to do when the devs put in some kind of giant project at the end, like a terraforming project, and that project requires like 15,000 of all of the top end creations. Like, I have a feeling that the devs will eventually put in an end goal. Like, you have built your giant factory, now use it to accomplish the biggest build in the game. And when that build is in the game, that'll give people like me a goal. That'll give me like, okay, if I want to put a period on this playthrough, that's the project I need to complete. And right now, that's not really in the game yet. So for people like me that like having like a goal to reach to, I could easily say that the goal for me is the final tech tier, or you know, something like that. But I definitely like having a bit more finality. Yeah, build a rocket to outer space would be a bit redundant with a space elevator, but I like your thinking. Yeah, I like your thinking. And to be fair, I've got a huge amount more of the game to work through. I've barely scratched the surface of this game. But I do really like having a final goal. And the game doesn't have that quite yet. You know, I want to see an ending. I want to roll the credits. So once something like that is in, that'll probably be the time when we do like our big build kind of thing. And also by then I'll probably have played the game a few times. Let's be real, we're still probably a year plus off from that. And I can already tell this is a game that I'm going to be coming back to every so often, and just revisit it, you know, and work on new ways to do things and different ways to do things. And so yeah, I'm very glad we tried this game. And as major updates come out for it, I definitely see us revisiting it. Just like we have RimWorld over the years. God, I've revisited RimWorld 5 times plus. And I'll continue to do that as Tynan comes out with the updates that he does, because I love that dude. He's amazing at what he does. So, you know, it's going to be similar to that. This is going to be added into one of those games that I just come back to every so often. Yeah, also, now that I played this in the day streams, I think this will make a great cozy stream. Oh, yeah, dude. A great cozy stream. Because the best part about this game is what I'm doing right now. When I'm just chilling here talking with you guys, my factory is working. Like, things are happening in the background. I love it. Oh, it's so nice. Like, so much stuff gets done in this game when you're just talking your head off like I am. It's phenomenal. I love games like this. It's the same thing with Anno. It's one of the reasons I love Anno as a cozy game. Because, you know, when I'm sitting here just jabbering my head off with you guys in the evenings, like, we're gaining money in the background. We're gaining resources. Trade is going on. Like, I love that kind of stuff, dude. These games make great streaming games. Doctor says the final tech tiers aren't even in the game yet. All the final tiers and the storyline have yet to be implemented, so the entire end game isn't even concrete yet. Yeah, and that's awesome, dude. Great. That just means more time to revisit it over the times. Yeah, Oni. Oni's going to be a great game. Oh, my God. You know, I spent like 30 minutes scouring the internet a few nights ago trying to find any hint of a release date for the Oni DLC. I really want to play Oni. I've kind of announced that I'm waiting for the next DLC, but in the same vein, dude, I really want to play Oni. We'll see. Ooh. We need more crystals and we can do this. Great. Also, let's go over here. Okay, here we go. Quick wire. Catrium Electronics. Take 100 quick wire. Okay. Let's get a production going for that on one of our chains. I just finished a Let's Play for Oni and was sad it just left off. Yeah, I never finished the Oni run. I really need to go back and do more. No question. That's one of the reasons I'm revisiting it, is because that run just kind of ended. That is one of the reasons I want to go back and keep playing it. What is Oni? Oh, I'm sorry. Oni is Oxygen Not Included. It's a really cool side-scrolly base builder resource management game. Huge amount of creative building. Lots of interesting, fun ways to do things. It is a very cool game. I definitely recommend checking it out if it's something that would interest you. It is a very, very cool project. Okay, let's see. Whoops. Is this going to be a factory? Wire is generally just a factory. Or constructor, excuse me. Let's take a look. Yep, there it is. What's the input? Is that going to say 120? 12. Oh, we could overclock the hell out of this. I mean, this is producing at what? Oh. Maybe not. not quite as much as I was thinking. Get this going now. I do want to keep saving the bars for now, I think. We could do 2 of these if you wanted to, but actually, maybe we'll set up 2 of these temporarily. Yeah, I think we'll set up 2 of these temporarily. We need, like, what, 100 of this? Oh, wow, it produces fast, though. Oh, it's 560 per minute. Wow. That outro's nutty. Okay, cool. Output, even. No reason to save the bars. They only have 1 use. Oh, yeah? Okay. Maybe I will do that, then. There we go. No, there's gotta be a better way to do that. Like here? Can I get a nice curve out of this? Be there? It doesn't want to curve. I need a pretty curve, damn it. Oh, that would be a pretty curve, but so I need to go out like 1. Approaching now. We're gonna get this to work. Oh Lord. There we go. Nope. I fear I've made a huge mistake. Start from the other side. Nah, I messed it up. Oh, nope, son of a biscuit. Well. On that note, we can make it pretty. Right. One more. I did it again, chat. Okay, if it was going to be there, it's down the center, so I want it like, but it's not over far enough is the issue. Maybe here? Ah! Wait, nope, nope. Oh, son of a biscuit. This is so meaningless. Why am I even doing this? Okay. Aha! Jet! Beautiful! Alright. Great. Because you a dum-dum. That's true. I is a dum-dum. Bring this over. We can also do the other part now. Thanks, chat. Thank you. Yeah, thanks. Oh! Someone wanted to see the factory floor. We can do that on the way back. You know, it was only like 3 hours ago when someone asked that. It's fine. Check your coupons. Yeah. That's our factory. This is our learning factory. All this part like I did at the beginning when I didn't know what I was doing. Then you can see it all kind of flows into much more structured right angles and stuff down to here. Got all sorts of production lines spiraling off into the distance. Our power is over here. You can't see our power. We have a big 8 coal generator with water and mines and all sorts of stuff. You can see this. This over here is going off to it. So I think it's over there somewhere. Probably head out that way later at some point. Oh, it goes over here. Okay. Let's do this first. Okay. Here we go. Great. Blade runners. Research that. Sounds fun. AI limiter. I don't know what that is. Power pulls Mark II. That's where they are. Oh, damn. Okay, awesome. Jesus, about time. Then we have to build the 5 oscillators. Oh, they make 2 at a time. Okay. Oop. Great. We'll do that next. Okay.